Gets himself one as he uses the patience as much as possible, but he just didn't have enough time. And XANTARES, will that actually find somebody? He's not going to throw the nade over the top. He's got an AK-47, James. Oh no, what was that?
Days! He doesn't even realize he killed both of them. He's got no idea. He's like, what? They're both dead? Oh my days, I've just won a round. Too much power. He had no idea. He just deleted both of them at once. Players moving through that smoke on Banana, flash over the roof, but is it coming too late? So 3 versus 5, and no one's taking any damage just yet for Big, and now they do, but they're getting all the frags. And you know, there could be dangerous flashbang, there's a dangerous CZ on Rusty, but there's no trade. He's on some damage though. Dennis with a 180, but he can't get another frag. That might tell Big that no one's coming from Banana, so he can focus on the other 2 places. There's a flashbang, 1 kill, but Tizian's taken out. XANTARES has survived. He's only got 13 HP, he gets 2. Won't get the 3rd one. Is there time for Grux, though, to defuse this bomb? They are waiting for great timing. With 15 seconds, that could be very ruinous, but the headshot comes through before the flashbang. There will be a short delay, but if that was a little earlier, then who knows? 8 seconds to plant this bomb. No one's trying to just yet. In the smoke, they are now, and they're just about going to get it. Topland behind the smoke, spraying, but they can punish his traces as well. Every 3rd bullet will reveal the position. 3v3 retake for Ancient, make it 2. XANTARES takes Topland out. Very aggressive play.
That could be everything here, because they're playing the setup at the back of the bomb site, but Grux couldn't survive. He peeks a bit preemptively there, doesn't let the Incendiary do its work, and Draken's now just looking for damage control. How many kills can he get as they try to make their way out? Well, XANTARES is going to end his life as well, so quick.
4 M4s, the AWP for Draken, spots the elbow of Tabson. That's enough for a cheeky peek, a cheeky frag at the very beginning of this round. XANTARES still activated on Banana, but only good for 1 frag. 15 seconds, and they still have 1 play towards being 2 towards the A bomb site. Grux gets taken out. That's a huge frag. Draken can only be good for 1. There's too many people here. Surely they trade the frag. Instant trade. And that is the round, or it should be. Topland 1 versus 2 was heading towards the site, but
I don't know if Big can have enough time for this. They're going to go for it regardless, but look, they have to run through the Molotov. That's not ideal.
So is Rusty. That's a beautiful 2K. Freddy's just got to stay alive. He's got no help whatsoever, though. He really just has to stay alive. Look for the bomb planter. Godby with a huge frag. He's the one carrying the bomb, and there is time. Ancient missing that 3rd man by the wall to throw a flashbang, because they did have 4 players, and now it's down to Topland. 1 versus 3, and surely he walks to his doom. Tabson gets tagged, but he's got the AW.
For Disco, Topland, and for Rusty, but we'll see what they can do. Rusty, or I should say Grux, sorry, gets the 1st kill. That's not too bad, but there's more that needs to be had as the rotation begins to come in from Rusty. He's far away, though, just hitting CT spawn now. Another kill from Grux. Absolutely phenomenal play from the pit position between Grux and Disco Doplan. They're saving the round single-handedly here. It's beautiful, and it just continues. Now it's down to Tabson for the clutch, but he's got no time to do this. And there you go, Grux with his 3rd kill. In the gun round. They were unlucky in the previous round that Tabson just goes down. Sorry, so Tabson is waiting for the peak on Banana, but here we see Disco Doplan taking down XANTARES. Trades on middle looking really phenomenal here. Draken, he gets wrapped there by Tabson. He was so quick up arch, and Rusty had no idea until it was too late. And this goes from bad to worse now with Ready B alone coming up 2nd mid of all places. I mean, he might be good for 1, but there'll still be 3 left after that point. So there's the 1, but his positions be given away, so you just want to go for the save now, and ultimately he's going to come down to hitting the shots. There's the 1v1 that he takes against Sand for Big. They're going to have to run through the smokes.
Here comes the variance. Rusty gets taken out in the pool position, but he still has his teammate there. And we have a wrap from CT. All the spray will just about allow them to plant the bomb, and Freddy B and Draken are going to get wiped.
Towards the porch position, and straight through the smoke. Flashbang, not really doing what...
Timing is perfect for Big. They're all here. 3 players coming up the short position. 40 seconds to deal with these players. Draken goes into the smoke. Topland gets taken out with no crossfire. There is a response. Plenty of trades, and Grux will continue, leaving XANTARES in a 1 versus 3. The cavalry are coming. Grux just needs to survive. There's Rusty, and an instant trade from Grux will give Ancient their... Draken makes his way towards the B bomb site. Will he be there in time for a flashbang? Perhaps not. Freddy B is getting taken out. Tizian makes his way onto the B bomb site. Ancient has...
Godby has a lot of information. Dennis will take down 1 towards construction, and he serves as a bait for Godby, who easily takes down Grux, and Big are going to absolutely crush this one. And I got to say, I feel like Ancient were asking for it, James.
But will it come in time? Draken looking to make a play for the smoke, looking away as the flash comes in, spots a target, a slow poke in the face, and there's a nice tag onto Gobby through the smoke as well. Beautiful stuff from Draken, running distraction while Freddie B drops the bomb. 4 versus 2 for Ancient, despite all their problems. They're winning with pots and pans, and that is a much-needed 5th round for them at half-time.
tabseN will find some jewels here towards Banana, and that will be tabseN picking up the kill towards...
Some counter grenades for Big to use. Will they come in time though? Apparently not. Through the choke point are Ancient, and they've got the numbers advantage as well. Gobby trying to get those 1v1s. He will, but he won't win to deal with on that side. And maybe Freddie B flanks. Maybe he waits for the rotation. There's a nice 1v1. Can he get more? He can't. I don't know if there's a kit for them to collect. Freddie B will collect a shot to the face, and it's a 2v2.
Yeah, you got problems when XANTARES is feeling it, and it seems like he's come alive here. He is storming towards that B-bomb site with full HP, and Dennis at his back as well. Quick flashbang out there, that's beautiful. I think he got Grux blinded as well, though, unfortunately. And XANTARES will eat up another one as Grux takes down Dennis. And now it's time to play Ring Around a Rosie as XANTARES has to chase Grux, and he's going to threaten the defuse there, but he hasn't got a kit, but that's not something that Grux knows, and XANTARES is incredible. But I do like this from Ancient. I think they've approached this round fairly well, but they just have to trade out the kills now and use the... They don't actually have any utility remaining, so they don't have Molotovs, but it looks like it will be okay. Almost a line-up. tabseN gets himself one as he uses the patience as much as possible. He just didn't have enough time, and XANTARES, will that actually find somebody? He's not going to throw the nade over the top. He's got an AK-47, James. Oh, no! What was that?
Days! He doesn't even realize he killed both of them. He's got no idea. He's like, what? They're both dead? Oh, my days. I've just won a round. Too much power. He had no idea. He just deleted both of them at once. They took so long to plant them.
They will look so deflated after that one. Oh, Tizian spots a lot, and he's completely blind. Good work there. But the trades out from tabseN, the spray down is so strong. He will get taken out, though. So it is a 2 versus 3.
So Shotty and a flashbang. Dennis gets taken out. Now things get really difficult. XANTARES has to do everything because Gobby doesn't have the range unless he finds Draken. So far, so good. XANTARES is blind, but Freddie B's not peeking just yet. He finds the shotgun, but now it's him versus XANTARES. XANTARES wins the duel, but where's the kit? Is there time? I think there might be. An expensive round for Big.
There to deal with Gobby, and Rusty, he wants to make sure that this counts here. They don't want to waste the timing, and they'll go through the incendiary. That's smart work, and it's going to work out. But Dennis, the precision on the M4 is fantastic. XANTARES only gets more powerful as he will take down Grux, and he has stopped this push in his tracks. It had some momentum, it had legs behind it, but he swept those legs, and he's going to be sweeping even Tizian. It doesn't matter who you are. If you get in his way, you're going to die.
I wouldn't even mind that as a teammate. If he's popping heads, even if it's my head, as long as he's popping the heads. Freddie B through the corner of the wall, but he may not be so lucky against XANTARES. Poor timing for him trying to pick something up. What he picks up was hot lead.
Here we go. Oh, not a bad shot from Draken.
He's mad. It's all about rounds at this point. Draken, oh, he got stuck trying to jump out. Second attempt was too late. Gobby will punish him for it. I don't know if Grux is close to this AK. I think he's walking towards it now. As the last man saying for the team, sorry, the rifle. He will ring the bell, but he will...
So telling. Here comes the aggression on Banana. This is what should have been done by Ancient on their T side. Rusty will defend it, though.
Flash will force him away, and Ancient make inroads, but they're lining up to take a ticket from XANTARES, which is not the kind of ticket you want. Running out of bullets now, but he's got his teammate there in tow. Got to be careful about punishing a reload at close quarters because it could be a bait. Beautiful shot from Dennis. He falls on his sword, but position is still held. However, 3 players remain for Big, and there's a minute on the clock for Ancient to play with. They have the bomb. There are 2 players top mid, not giving sound cues away. We see a rotation towards library, and tabseN may get a lot of information pretty soon. But will he get the frags? He won't. Taken out. He doesn't see the bomb on the radar either. The bomb's in apartment, so he does not have complete information for his team.
Gobby ready, and this elevated position almost good for a 6 HP, 8 HP. So weak, the Ancient players.
DTs, potentially at the very least. So that's pretty cool from Ancient, and they will thoroughly harm the grenades. And Molotov towards the new box. He's crouching first, takes out Rusty, spots some more players, repositions. He's got 2, and now he's looking to buy time for his teammates. Dropping a smoke grenade. Is he going to have the spray down? Freddie B down to 8 HP. Tizian's doing far too much damage than is reasonable in this situation. He's still alive, and he has a rotation of 3 players as he finally goes down. Lovely frags from Freddie B, and Dennis remains with 14 HP. Colossal damage from Big, more than is reasonable in this situation, and Dennis is still in with a shout. Creeping He can't be seen in this position until he stands. The bomb's being planted. He sees StarLadder. It's a free kill for him, and Freddy B's in the rim. That's a ridiculous way to win a map. Absolutely ridiculous. Big with a monstrous performance. For some information, I mean, Doplan's got 2 flashbangs. So those could be very, very useful. We see some guns sticking out from Freddy B's POV. He's doing some tagging, but no fragging. But again, those flashes need to be used. They are used. It will slow down. There's 1 frag for Freddy B. There should be the numbers here now for a lot of carnage on the A bomb site. So far, so good for Ancient with 2. Make it 3 frags. Make it 4. This is disastrous for Big. They took long for free, but they get absolutely nothing out of it.
4 players here now for Rusty to contest. And he's got some support there. So Freddy B with the M4 is going to help him out with this crossfire. This is not looking bad at all. The bomb's down on the ground now as well as they spot the remainder of the team, so the rotation comes in as well. And it will all be cleaned up. Or maybe not.
Doesn't have the flick in him.
Right. Draken, we flashed again. They've actually been really good at flashing Draken's or scope. Draken will fall back to the car position, leaving Rusty behind the smoke. He's out there in the open, man. And in comes Disco Doplan with explosions. He's going to get a couple kills.
23 seconds. There's a molly close to the site. Is there a flash, though, for a cross?
Oh.
That is such a tight shot from Draken. 17 seconds for the bomb to cross. Gobby's alone. Draken's got the flicks for the chicks.
They'll have a good loss bonus behind them. And they're going to go for the long take once again. Oh my god, Rusty has no idea Tasson's already in pits. And he's going to be annihilating everyone. Draken, he had a great performance before. He's got to do it again here. That's a good start, preventing Dennis from gaining ground towards the A-bomb site. That was a key kill that Draken picked up, but they're still down a man.
Having lost long, Ancient need to hold on to short if they are to hold on to anything in this round. Doplan slowly backing towards the mid position, and Draken continue to get aggressive. Again, you love the kind of sniper that Draken is. Ruthless aggression, very, very handy in a game of Counter-Strike, especially when the chips are down. Crux and Doplan now together. Only one, though, has shown some presence in this position. There's a deep flash, but Tabson will take some damage, but he's still alive, which means numbers advantage. Draken just about gets away. Does he dare run towards the A-bomb site? He would never get there in time if he was pursued by Big. Grux taken out in the meantime, so now it's a 2 versus 4 for Ancient, and maybe it's safe territory. Doplan dueling, Draken fragging. Still moving away, though, from the A-bomb site, and it seems that Big will get their first round on the board.
Very good, very good. They lost only 2 players, which is not too bad at all. Draken, you know, it's key that he stays alive with the AWP. It's key that he just stays alive in general. If you can keep him on an AWP for as much as possible in this half, you're doing something right. Converse to Inferno, where he was unable to really get it on the CT side at all. Just a jump peek. A repeated jump peek, just waiting out the bomb. They wait for the tease, but their money's so ruined that they have a gentleman's agreement in place. That no one will hunt. And there it is. Big's first round on the board. Not bad, but need some more behind that one. We'll see if we can get some interesting plays from Ancient. This would be a good round to throw in something fun, a mix-up. We've had repeated long takes from Big, so one thing that Ancient could try to do is go fast catwalk with the boost. And as a response to, you know, a big long take, having someone keeping an eye on it, they could try to actually, they'll have a good loss bonus behind them. And they're going to go for the long take once again. Oh my god, Rusty has no idea Tasson's already in pits, and he's going to be annihilating everyone. Draken, he had a great performance before. He's got to do it again here. That's a good start, preventing Dennis from gaining ground towards the A-bombs, but their money's so ruined that they have a gentleman's agreement in place.
If they go for a retake here and they lose everything. It's going pretty slow at the moment, and that's got to be that. XANTARES denies them the short position in savage fashion. Nothing but headshots from him. Running hot. It is quite the party from Ancient. The chariots are here. Doplan with a good start. Grax waiting for his time to strike with a CZ-75. The bomb is committed to the B bomb site, and there are bodies on the floor. Just like the old frag videos. Left with Tabson now, 1 versus 4, and he won't last very long. That is out of position towards A, but here they are. They have 3 players ready. Got Tizian creeping over the smoke, and he's going to get himself a 1 dig. Now there's a chance to plant the bomb. They've got the numbers to plant Function. Looking for a peek. It's got to be inevitable. He spots 2 players, Rossi, but Dopplan will not be saved. Trying to tap the heads. There's one, but there's more to find. Rossi continues to move forward. There are still 2 players alive. That bomb is so far ticked. If XANTARES can just survive, he can't. If he managed to take out 1 player defusing the bomb, maybe they win the round, but that was too much to ask. A molly, and then a smoke into the molly. Standard stuff, and Big will burst behind it. There are 3 players, though, close to the site here for Ancient. The counter flashes are beautiful. 1 frag so far, almost 2. The bomb's in an awkward spot. Is there a smoke for the door? There is. But when he survives, XANTARES loses the duel to Disco Dopplan. Now there's a man advantage for Ancient as they wait for Big to make a play. Or maybe they don't.
I don't know what this next round's going to look like for the buy.
And make things awkward for Dennis. And it seems they're going to go for this. They can all buy in the next round regardless for the most part. Freddy B a little low, but here they come. There's a molly which is going to cause problems, and they are lambs to the slaughter in the abattoir, 1 by 1 on the conveyor belt are Ancient, and they're coming out wrapped in plastic. They've lost everything in that round.
Onto the site. This is going to be very difficult. That said, Rusty's actually pushed long, and he's going to get on the flank here. So this is actually a pretty insane play to make, but it could actually save them if there's nobody watching the flank at this timing. But I think there is. He'll still have to win the duel, but he can't. And you can see how exposed Disco Dopplan is. He has to fall back to long, and this... Again, they scout for an MP9. He'll have some ability to peek that angle. You can see that the movement speed sometimes allows you to bait out shots so you can win the duel. But now they have to go up against the AWP and the Kriegs and the smoke. Nice shot from Grux, but that's going to be a wrap. 6-9 for Big. They make a recovery. There's lots of nays on Tizian and God B, but here comes the push towards the B bomb site. Lots of players from Big will make their way in, but they'll be stuck behind the doors. Oh my god, there's headshots all over the place. And okay, well, never mind. Big are crushing this one. Just Grux left with that Glock of his, and he can't find a quick second kill, and there's the flank. That's going to seal the deal.
Other second rounds.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Draken is not messing around today. I haven't even had a chance to talk about...
And there you go. Kill from XANTARES looks easy. He's covering the middle position. And so what's the movement speed as well. It really helps. Okay, it's getting a little bit scary though. They're getting kind of close to him, but there goes XANTARES with the cover. And XANTARES will take everybody out. So Draken looking for another headshot, get the damage in. They don't have to hunt him down, but they certainly will try to get him.
Big are pretty good at their 2-man setups like that.
Yeah.
And on their CT side, as they tie the score, that may be key.
So Draken's picked up, and he's on for this. And the long-range control bursts from the MP9 will take down Disco Dopplan. And this feels really pressured. Ancient have only 1 place to go now. They have to go into the A site. They have to go through Catwalk. XANTARES is there, and he's an absolute god. Terminator mode activated with the M4 as he looks to find the rest of the frags. He gets more kills, more doubles with those rifles. It's going to be a close one, but it looks like they have it. However, Dopplan will not get out of that position, and he'll be annihilated. So they got the bomb down, which was the objective. Freddy B gets himself the AWP. That will be collected by Dennis as he trades the kill.
Peeks towards the site around the boxes. There is a really poorly timed peek from Freddy B. No flashes or any kind of support, and he will be punished for his insolence. Oh, they're lining up once again. That could have been 2. There's only 2 left for Ancient, though. CT spawned with an AWP, but he won't get the angle first. Seems like it's a master stroke from XANTARES. He sees the bomb, lots of information. Draken gets a flick. The smoke's on the bomb. He can collect it, but can he run past? He will be denied by a man like Dennis. 11-9 for Big. Player, but I feel like it was inevitable for them to start creeping. Speaking of creeping, a very deep flash, and Gobi's caught off guard. Dennis gets eliminated towards that B bomb site, so there's disaster everywhere. They're lining up, but not to take tickets on this occasion. And this round is over. Big have...
But as long as they're responsible with their economy and they don't make any weird economic decisions, they should be fine. Oh, gods. Okay, this is not good. XANTARES needs to stay alive because he's got to hold on to the AWP, but they're not going to allow him to survive, it seems. But maybe he's going to force the issue.
For XANTARES and Tabson, moving up the mid position, and no one's spotting this angle. In the meantime, Tizian's taken out towards long, so there could be a fast 2-man flank unless Dopplan spots this from lower tunnel. He could get caught off guard. Double pick, surely. Not even needed. Tabson
comes. There's 3 players there to defend. They don't have, there is 1 flashbang to work with, and that's 1 player dead. Dennis is dealt with. High flash behind the T's as they approach. Gobi try to go over the smoke. He might even want to drop down here. As he's turning around, XANTARES picks up another shot, and he's trying to do more from that position. And Tabson gets in there with that's AK. Now it's a 1 versus 1. God B. The bomb's on the ground. There's plenty of time, but here come the shots, and he can't find it. It's close. Rusty is going to take
Doesn't want to reveal his position, but now he's in a lot of trouble. He's alone, and they're moving through the smoke. The numbers game is surely too great. He takes one down. Can he get any more? Taps into the cavalry is only here for a brief time. Then it falls to the flames. 3 versus 3. The T still needs to cross. There's another flashbang, but they shoot him straight in the face. The bomb needs to get planted, though. 12 seconds to do that. The grenades keep streaming in, but now all but one of the grenades are gone. Gobby's got a flashbang. Taps in. Going for the shot. What the hell? Is that even possible? What kind of science is that? It's too late to win the round for Ancient. Big will remain in this round and in this game.
This one, but instead, oh my god, what the hell was that? First shot, I didn't even see that. And then the second one, what a passage of play. The third one, can you believe this guy?
For Rusty, just don't have the angle, or do they? Maybe with a bounce off of the wall, he's going to get a shot straight in the face from XANTARES, and now it's a 1 versus 4 for Grux, and he is going to be victimized in the corner. Big tie the score with 4 players surviving.
The bomb goes down. Disco Dotplan is going to try to make his way just slightly away from the bomb to see if he can find anybody jump peeking this, keeping himself crouched so he doesn't get shot in the face. 3 versus 3 now as Grux picks up another one. It's an awkward angle here for the CTs coming in from the lower positions. And Grux, he's got easy kills, beautiful execution behind that one as well. Now just 2 players, Tabson and Tizian, looking for this retake. There's the boost. Can't see anyone. Tabson, he knows though. He just knows. Did he take damage, Disco Dotplan? I'm not sure, but either way, there's no way to. But there's 2 players there, and there's a third one in mid. So there will be fast support if Big can slow this down. Tizian with an off angle. This will catch players for sure. Now he's going to be so careful. There's a trade frag. He sees absolutely everyone. He gets a second headshot. Dennis has to make this count. There's the first one. He needs more though. He does get some damage. This is still...
Though, the big Molotov goes in exactly this position. He knows what it is. There's another way to do it. Dotplan trying to run away from it. Can't get the Molotov in time. And there's match point for Ancient. Close up. Horrible situation for Big. They've got to get something huge here, and that is huge from Gobby. He gets 2 of the 5-7. Again, going for his teammate, and he's going to have no support now. XANTARES is on his own. Can he get the flash out fast enough? No, XANTARES takes one in the face. There's the flash. The timing of that flank, I don't know, but there's still 3 players to deal with this, to come back here for Big. Freddy B on the side. It's a huge frag for Tabson, and now they feel very exposed to Ancient. They spot players moving up the ramp, but he can't frag him. And now Dotplan's alone, 1 versus 2, and there's another round for Big. They're still towards the A-bomb site before they make the play, so perhaps it puts more players out of position, but they're walking straight into the meat grinder of Tizian's Krieg. 2 kills for him. But the bomb site could be with Big. There's flashes though for Dennis. He spots one by the box. Takes out another guy coming into the B bomb site. XANTARES by the window. Won't win his duel.
The plant if they go for the corner plant. And here it is. They have mollies as well.
That's the big molly right there.
They're a bit slow to throw them, but Grux, he can't really do anything about this. And you can see he's fed into Tabson's crosshair. Now it's down to Draken with the AWP. He's just going to run brazenly across here. Oh, he might catch a shot. He hits Tabson through the door, but there's still 2 players to find. And another jump. And Draken is in so much trouble right now with that AWP. They're closing the distance. The flick lands, but the trade is just as quick. And now that's... But here comes some long pressure from Ancient at the early points of this round. And Dennis will be in the smoke here trying to push. And if he finds a good timing, he can get a lot of kills. But if he messes it up, he dies for free. And there it is. He dies for free. And Tabson will pick off 1, but the smokes go in. And look, people in position. But Tabson's there with an AWP. And the smoke lands. How do they get onto the site? I don't think they can.
They're stuck for the moment. The flash is high. The flashes, the CT flashes for Big are so awesome. He can hear one jumping, but he doesn't know where the second one is. Slowly thinning out the places where they could be. Spots got B, but he won't be able to land the shot. In the field, running his fingers through the daffodils.
Even level. I mean, honestly, for Big coming back in the way they did was
through, and it might just work out for him because here they come. There's a first shotgun shot. He's got a teammate for support as well. Is there a trade? An off angle from Tizian by double stack. That's a beautiful shot from him. A nice spray. Then he's got his cavalry here. XANTARES, of course, and Ancient get deleted. Just the 1 frag for them.
You think you got it, and then you don't. But here goes Draken. He got it this time as he pushes forwards at long. Another one? Yes, absolutely. XANTARES drops to the ground as well as Draken looks for another one. Who else dares test him on this map? What can you hope to do? I mean, it's the last round, though, of this half for the CT side. Tabson, what the hell is that? He gets 2 kills. They're rallying to...
Now, in the middle of that space, so Short is exposed. There's a grenade for that, but not quite going to work out. Then there's trying to defuse. That won't happen either. And...
But here's the passage of play. Oh, my God. That is unreal. Oh, no. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
2 players for support, though. If they can avoid the flashbangs, Freddy B around the smoke, exposed to 3 players, Draken takes 1 and gets sprayed into pieces. 3v3.
There might be a spot where they'll have to consider just playing for another overtime, but here we go. The push comes into Catwalk. It's going to be successful. Grux with the kill, but the Molotov will delay their timing even more, and that's going to force now Rusty to push from that long position. Tapson's ready for it. He's absolutely ready for it, and that is it. Match point. This could be where it all ends for them. Or maybe it could be another sign of life. Defensive smoke preemptively there from Draken. The smart stuff to keep himself in position.
Triple Molotovs from Big as they try to move towards the site, but Draken denies them for a time, but there's so many flames that he goes down eventually. But it is a 4 versus 2 for Ancient, however, they still need to win the round. Looking for something, Godby's on all of 2 HP. And here comes the cavalry for Ancient. Jumping frag, Godby gets taken out. There's no transfer for them.
Is going to come in, but they have to wait for their teammates from long. And look at all this positioning here for the T side, James. It's just too much.
So hard to retake A when you don't have the high ground advantage. 5 versus 1. It's the end of the line for Ancient, it looks like, unless Rusty can have the round of his life, but he can't. Big by the skin of their teeth stay in the minor. What a difficult game for both teams, but what an entertaining game for us too.